Howdy folks, welcome to episode 22. Today my wife is going to help us. We're going to fix up this ship. Instead of getting rid of it, say hi. Instead of getting rid of it, we're gonna alter it and we're gonna make it useful for something. So yeah, we're gonna paint it up, and which will fix all the blocks, and then we're gonna make it into a mining tool. So you'll get to see the process of that today. So we're going to move the warp drive and try to not make it quite so ugly. So yeah, that's going to be today's, and we will get working on this. We're going to paint. You're going to paint the outside, hon?
I'm just making it a little less hard
Yeah.
to look at here.
Okay. And yeah, you know, it's really easy to paint it that way when you've got the spam the mouse button thing. See? That's insane. Okay.
I can just hold it down. We're good.
Yeah. Okay. So we doing gray for right now, and then we'll repaint when we're ready?
I was just eliminating the cacophony of colors.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
So whatever color you would like, you can do.
I don't know. We haven't done anything green, I don't think, yet in this one.
Green.
And let's see. We're going to remove all the parts, and there we go. Okay. Yeah, we're going to remove some of these parts in order to make room for the stuff we're going to put in, because this gravity generator is a pain and it's right in the way. I'm going to take that thing out.
Right.
And we're going to put some stuff on the outside. So yeah, the biggest problem with the... Wow, that thing has a lot of hit points. The biggest problem with the capital vessels, with using them for, you know, just going around and sitting around and stuff, is that, you know, I'd like to go use it as a mining vessel and leave it running while we're mining, but it just guzzles fuel, and you can't turn off the engines separately or anything. You can turn them off, but they still eat fuel and everything. They still sit there and eat all your fuel. So our solution to that is we're going to put hovercrafts around the outside of the ship, and we're going to use the hovercraft. We're going to turn off the capital vessel when we get there and leave the hovercrafts running, and the hovercrafts will be docked so we can take them to wherever we want to mine, and they will have turrets on them to defend the capital vessel. So that's the plan, and that's what we're going to build, and hopefully and then we'll test it out, and hopefully it'll work pretty well. So that's today's construction and everything, and we'll probably end up chopping this up because it's going to take a lot longer than the time of an episode to do this. So I will end up doing some cuts as we're getting the construction going. So why don't we get the at least some basic structure first, and we'll come back when we're ready to show you that. Back in a minute. There we go. Okay.
No.
Did you fall?
No. My hover vessels go taking off.
It's what? It's taking off?
Yeah.
Whoops. Where did it just go?
Pretty sure it's down in the water. Yep.
Nice. It's still
go
going too. It's accelerating.
Yeah, well, it's got one thruster on it. I forgot that it doesn't counteract itself.
Huh.
I was just trying to back it up, but it just kept going.
Whoops.
Dope.
Ah!
Did you fall off?
Yeah.
I didn't almost do that. You want me to come down and get you?
No, I'm fine. That's why I put the entrance down here. It's not a coincidence.
Geronimo! Uh-oh. No, 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 no. Don't you dare. Don't.
What is up with that?
Yeah.
Did you fall off too?
No. But if you hover the really, really, really long hovercraft to try to put hover things under it, it starts drifting.
It tips, yeah. Yeah, if it's not centered.
Yeah. So...
There's a replica of the capital vessel down here. There's a buggy replica. You can't actually, like, take the parts or anything. But there's, like, a copy of it down there.
I'm gonna, like, take off all cattywampus. I just know it is. It's not gonna be good. This could be very, very, very bad.
Okay, let's see what happens.
You sure you don't want to do this part?
Yeah. Is it, yeah, just drop it. Hold the shift key as soon as you get it turned on.
What?
Maybe you should lift it up before and put the feet on before you do all that, right?
I tried that, but then it started to coast. See, it like almost it's trying to fall off over here. It moved like a block and a half.
You want me to move it?
Yeah. I already threw one off the base. You get to throw this one.
Okay, and this has all the engines it needs, right?
It's got 4 engines. Do you need one that's pointing up or down? Because I don't
Nope.
have those.
It just needs the hover engine and stuff. Okay.
It's got the hover engine. It's got 4 directionals.
Okay, and you need to do what? You need to turn it just a little
It
bit?
needs to be turned a little bit, and it needs to scoot to the left.
To the left? Okay.
Because it tried to slide off the vessel.
And I need to turn a little bit to the left.
I like it. And then we got all this room back here still.
You know, actually, if you put blocks...
And you can... Ha! Dude.
You can walk
Watch.
underneath it?
Whee!
Oh, that's perfect. That's perfect. Okay.
Yay. I meant to do that.
You know what you can do, honey?
Yeah.
Put a block out on each corner, and we can push the HV into those blocks in order to square it off.
It won't bounce and like send us flying over there?
No. If you do it slowly, it will actually square it off.
Okay. It's overriding this right now. Oh, why am I running out of oxygen? Because my helmet's on again.
Like this. See what I did?
Oh, yeah. Uh-huh.
Like that.
Okay.
And then we can remove them. Okay, so I'm going to move forward a little bit. Oh, I need to undock too. Okay. And then I'm going to move forward.
Woo, that is a drop-off. Do not drop off this side.
Why is it not moving?
Because it is already square? I don't know. Do we have an oxygen station?
There we go. Okay. Yeah! Beautiful. Okay, and I am a little over that edge. Oh, that's like perfect. That's like centered too. Okay, so then I need to drop it back down. Docked. Okay, we're done. Cool. Okay, we're back for a minute, and as you can see, we've done a little work cosmetically on the CV on the outside, and Hurley has done the awesome little back turret HV here. As you can see, that's basically the idea behind that, is that these HV turrets are going to help defend us while we're mining. So we can take this ship anywhere and sit it down, and these will, you know, help defend us. So they've got one each of, she put one each of the turrets on there, and yeah, we actually had to, she had to add the ones on the back because the ones in the front made it tip over. So thanks for the physics greatness there. Thanks to the great physics greatness there that it tipped over. So that was those were added on as a counterbalance. I moved some stuff around on the inside. I cleaned up in here a little so it looks a lot nicer. Since we're going to be mining through the bottom, this was, you know, I figured I'd put this down here so that you can see through into, and when you're down there you can see up into the ship, which is kind of nice. I doubled up the generators here so that we've got more generator power. We've got doors here. We're going to put basically walkways on the side so you can walk all the way around the ship. And here's the other one that's being worked on right now, the other hovercraft. So yeah, they'll just be docked onto the sides, and so when we go mining we'll be able to do that. So we're going to finish up construction on this and cleaning it up and everything else and get the big donut on there somewhere. And we'll be back again in a minute.
You stand right here, all the red lights are staring you down.
It's evil, yeah. That's cool looking. Okay. Alright, folks, we finished it up, and here we go. It almost looks like a big riverboat. But yeah, we've got the turrets on the front and the back with HVs so that they will stay powered without the ship burning up a ton of fuel. And as you can see here, we've got one turret on the top of it. We've got the ships docked and everything. We're pretty much ready to go mining whenever we're done here. So yeah, here's the top deck, the landing deck for the ships. You can go through here and go up to that turret if you want to. And here's the big space donut so that we can repair it if we need to. We're going for the Jeep, extra spare tire kind of thing, but it was a little too big for this thing to actually make it work like that. Yeah, Hurley wanted to put 4 wheels on and make it a big 4-wheeler, but we found out that you can only put 1 warp drive on a ship, so that idea had to be scrapped too. But yeah, here's the interior. Looks a lot nicer. You can go out here and either get to the HVs or go out to the ground, and when we land, we can just land right on a deposit and go right down the elevator, and we can extend the elevator into our mineral deposit as we're mining it, so that when we're done, we can just climb right up the elevator and get in the ship and fly off and see you later kind of thing. So yeah, we're gonna head out and go mining and probably go get some Arrestrum ore if we can find some. So here we're gonna take off, and yeah, this thing flies really nice too. I mean, it handles pretty much like an SV, as opposed to the here, let me zoom out a little, as opposed to the capital ships that are like so slow and sluggish and everything. So yeah, we're gonna head out to another planet, and we're gonna go do some mining. So we'll see you guys in a minute. Okay, target locked, and whew. Okay, here we go. I think that's the drone base, yeah, and it's just past it.
Yeah, it's off to the right-hand side of it.
Okay. Oh, there's a Ghost Rider base. Huh.
Ghost Rider base 2. Okay. Are you getting down through this stuff?
No. I think this may be like the bedrock unbreakable texture.
Well, how do you get to the Arrestrum?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe they forgot that when they were doing the algorithm. Whoops.
I love that effect.
Yeah. I love this planet. It's so pretty.
I know. It's one of my favorites.
So, yep, this is Ninga's. We found we were coming to get a restaurant, but there's a neodymium deposit, and we do need that. So we're just gonna mine some of this first, and then we'll go find the other deposit. So as we go down, we can just add the elevators here, and hopefully, hopefully, if I do it right, might have to expand the whole of the mine shaft a little bit in order to make sure the ship doesn't collide. There we go. And then as the mine gets deeper, we can just add on to the elevator shaft. So we're going to mine this out, and ooh, the bottom of those are green too. And it looks like the CVs, the CVs can actually dock with other CVs, which is really cool. because of those, and they actually has a docked yes or no in the screen. Nice. Ah, don't do that! That's what I was afraid of. The ship, when I put an elevator on it, it collides and it like bounces off the ground. Oh, the ship bouncing now. Yep, there's one. It fell. There we go. No!
Whoa! And it's upside down. Badness.
No! Okay.
Ha! It just flew. Well, that's a problem with the design there, Chuck.
Yeah. There's your problem. Okay, you keep mining, I'll bring it over.
Alright.
I'll retrieve it.
My personal favorite is when you get one like that and you finally do get it and it like drops a giant ore.
Yeah, a giant chunk of ore. Come on, you got it. Almost got it. There it is. It just dropped it.
I told you. Little bitty
There's
ingot.
one more. There's one more right there.
I can try for that one. I can't get it.
Oh, it's tiny.
Where's its mommy? Aw, little guy. I can't get him.
Ah, crap.
And there's the vehicle.
Ouch. Oh, man. That's going to leave a mark.
Come on.
Come on. Come on. It's Ninga's. There we
Come
go.
on. That's what I said. It's ninjas. I should be able to fly all the way. Wow. It's a donkey kick. Nice headstand. See, it's a good thing I put those turrets on the front. They're holding the whole ship up.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, let's see. Where's the entrance that I can get into? Okay, we're back, and we finished mining out the neodymium deposit. And, okay, you're in now. Okay, and yeah, there's actually no Erestrum deposits on Ningas anymore. So I assume they moved them to that other planet, which is kind of a problem because the the deposit is underneath the bedrock. So yeah, we're not going to be able to mine any unless there happens to be a deposit that's above the bedrock on that planet, but we didn't go look yet. But I assume that's a bug, and so we'll have to go to the forums and tell them about that so that they can fix that. But yeah, the ship didn't work quite as we planned. It's actually really nice for mining and stuff, and I'm sure it will defend itself, which is great as far as the SV type functionality and defending itself without burning a ton of fuel. The elevator the elevator into the elevator running it into the shaft was kind of a problem. Did you fall out?
I fell out. Whoops.
Huh. That is weird. Where are you? Are you in space?
I'm in space. I'm below you.
Okay. Do you have stuff in your inventory?
Well, just...
How far are
utensils.
you from me?
Not very.
Okay. Because, yeah, we're falling toward the planet slowly, so... Am I going away from you, or...?
No, you're coming towards me. I'm coming.
Okay. That was weird. Did you just accidentally hit T, or did...
Yeah, I accidentally hit
Okay. So that wasn't a bug. Okay, so anyway, yeah, the CV functionality, the landing and mining and all that stuff works. The elevator shaft, dropping an elevator shaft into the...
Can you hold the ship still for a second? Ah!
Yeah, it's falling because of the gravity. Does that help?
I'm in.
Okay. So yeah, the dropping the elevator shaft into the thing is not really that good of a plan because you kind of well, you can see over there the collision box, the bounding box for the ship is not the actual shape of the ship, and so when you extend that thing down, it just bounces off the ground. So yeah, that's not really part of it that you can use, but it's still nice to have that over the top of you, over the top of your mine shaft, kind of protecting you and stuff. So I assume the HVs will do a decent job with that many turrets. They should do a decent job of tracking and taking out any incoming drones. But yeah, so anyway, that's going to be it for episode 22. We will see you guys in episode 23, and I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet, so why don't you join us and find out. Later. I think it weighs a little bit more than the other. Whoa, there's the meteorite. Check it out. That was cool. Did you see that?
No, where was it?
Oh, I got it. That was awesome.
I was spinning around looking for it, but I didn't see it.
The other planet is the only one where you're going to find that, probably, and which means that there's kind of a problem there because
honey,
the deposit is underneath the